friends, what is happening? Welcome back to another video. Will here, Orlando-based flight attendant. I am currently in Tokyo, Japan, and you guys are not going to believe the travel experience that I had over the past 24 hours. We actually started off in Orlando and then we connected in Washington, D.C. and after that we hopped on a 14.5-hour flight from D.C. to Haneda. Now hear me out. Tokyo was never part of my vacation plans because the entire time I'm thinking that I'm going to Dublin. But then I started looking at flight loads and started looking, you know, how am I going to get to Dublin? And all of a sudden we came across Tokyo. I have no idea how, but I felt this instant excitement and I was like, should we just go there? And when I looked at the flights, they were pretty open. So I was like, let's just go. And so we hopped on a flight here. And like I said, it was a 14.5-hour flight. But what you guys are not going to believe is that we made the reservation for the Airbnb when we got our seats in DC. Now, what I didn't realize is that we made the reservation for the 17th and we were landing on the 16th. So where are we going to sleep? So when we finally landed in Tokyo, we sat at the airport for maybe 2 hours trying to figure out a hotel for the night. One, they were extremely expensive. And two, every time I found a hotel, it always came out sold out. I finally found a hotel, made the reservation, and then we got our Suica cards, which those are actually pretty cool. After 3 transfers, we made it to the hotel, and then I got some food, and after that, I just went to bed until today. We visited the Starbucks roastery earlier today and we spent most of the morning there because our hotel checkout was at 10 a.m. and then our Airbnb check-in was at 3 p.m. So I didn't want to do much in between. And then we went to the breakfast club for breakfast. I tried new food, which I was very excited for, and it was actually very good. And then we went back to the hotel, grabbed our luggage, and then made our way to the Airbnb. Over the next couple days, I'm going to share with you some cool things to do here in Tokyo. We'll see how much we actually spend all together. Keep in mind that I have flying benefits, so I am saving most on my flight ticket. I'm very excited to, like I said, bring you to all these places, but without further ado, let's get this vlog started. Earlier, I was talking about we. Look who I was talking about. Osvaldo is with me on this trip, and right now we have made it to the Tokyo Tower. Tokyo Tower architecture is actually inspired by Eiffel Tower architecture, and it also has an observation deck and some things around the area which we're going to explore. It took us about 30 minutes to get here altogether. We just took one train and we walked about 8 minutes to get here. So let's see what this place is all about. Just in time for the holidays. We got our tickets. There are 2 decks, so it is the main deck, which is the one that we're going to, and then it's the top deck. This is the main and this is the top. We had the option to book the one for the top, but we want to go to this place for dinner tonight, and that one, it takes a little longer, so we're just afraid that we're gonna be short on time to get to this place that we want to go to for dinner, because I think they close at 10 or 11. Now we're heading over to the elevator and see what it looks like from up there.
We will soon arrive at the main deck, which is 150 meters high. お待たせいたしました。まもなくメインデッキ2階に到着です。
So we didn't have plans for Japan, right? And so we saved all these Instagram reels and we watched these vlogs, right? And so we were going back and forth of like what we were gonna do. I am old school. So Osvaldo was like, we're gonna actually write it. You probably can't tell because of the lighting, but this man wrote each day what we're going to do for the next 5 to 6 days actually. He's
with colors.
Right.
Purple and green.
Right. This man's walking around with a piece of paper. Like, you couldn't put it on your notes? we're just standing here. This man takes this piece of paper out. He's like, okay, what's next? So anyway, I thought that was very, very funny. But yeah, we're gonna find this food place. I actually wanted to go, there's like a garden or something around here, so I wanted to check that out real quick and then head over to the restaurant area, which I saw it on a video, so it might be one of those places that's like super crowded. The place that I would like to try has a massive, massive line. We're gonna walk over to a sushi place and see if we see something that we like and then just eat there instead. So let's find this place. We found this sushi place called Sanaka, but it's sold out. Let's head over to this pizza place and see what we find in this menu besides pizza. Pizza, 10 out of 10. It was super, super good, super thin too. It was wood fire. This is the place that I wanted to try. We can't eat right now, but now we know we gotta come back at like 9:30. Anyway, this is the place I wanted to try, but the line was so long, guys, and we were starving. He said that we should have eaten just one pizza, because let me backtrack a little bit. I was gonna order a pizza, we were gonna split it, and then he was gonna order octopus, but they were sold out on the octopus. So we ended up ordering two and basically eating half of each. What he said was we should have ordered just one pizza and then come back and eat back here. We gotta go the other way. I'm definitely gonna come back and try that place. I'm not leaving until I go there. Well, hello friends, and welcome to another day. We are ready to start the adventure. We are heading over to a bamboo forest, which I don't think I should attempt to pronounce it, but we're waiting here for the bus, and then we get to do a transfer to a train. It's gonna take us all together an hour and 30 minutes to get over there. We already had breakfast at the Airbnb. I wanted to stop for coffee, but everything's closed, at least around the area, and we're gonna have to wait until we get there and see how today goes. Alright friends, and after getting lost a few times, we finally hopped on the Yokosuka line all the way to the Kamakura station, which was approximately 45 minutes. We then hopped on a bus and finally made it to the Hogakuji temple. The admission fee is 400 yen, and we added a tea ticket, which is an additional 600 yen. This temple is a Zen Buddhist temple, and it was founded in 1334, and it is mainly known for the stunning bamboo garden. We then were able to go to the tea house and got to sit in front of the bamboo, and honestly I think this was the best part of the entire day. If you are on a quick trip like us and don't have time to go to the bigger forest, then visiting the Hogakuji temple is your best option and is not going to disappoint. We made it back to Shibuya, and we're actually on our way to Menchirashi, which is a place that we wanted to, I think it's this way. It's a place that we wanted to eat noodles last night, but it was extremely packed, and it is packed again. So we thought if we come throughout the day or during the day, it won't be as packed. And the line's even longer today. The line is twice as long as it was yesterday. Difference is that today we're not as hungry as we were last night, so we can actually wait. Also, something that you guys should know, you don't really find trash cans around the area, because here you're encouraged to take your trash. So we've been carrying this. Osvaldo. Oh yeah, he has been carrying it since we left that cafe place before we went into the bamboo forest. See how long it takes us to be in line, and this better be good, y'all. This better be good. And you can't even see the restaurant. The restaurant's all the way over there. After you make the line on the other side of the road, they take your order, and then you come here to the actual restaurant to stay in line. Hello friends, good morning and welcome to a very cold morning here in Tokyo. You're probably wondering what happened last night. Well, after we finished some shopping at Uniqlo, we went back to the Airbnb and we were like, should we nap for an hour? 1 hour turned into how many? Like 7 or 8. And so we woke up at 3 in the morning and we didn't go to the Christmas market. But it's okay, we're gonna redeem ourselves. We're gonna redeem ourselves and actually go. It is currently 6:59 a.m. and we're heading over to a coffee shop that opens at 7 a.m. It's probably the only coffee shop around here that opens that early. After that, we have a bunch of things that we're gonna do today. We can't nap this rest of the trip. Like, we cannot take more naps. We're not going to miss anything. Let's go have breakfast and let's get this day started. Alright guys, this is what we're having for breakfast. I have no idea what it is because we just saw it on the menu and we decided to order it. But it looks very, very good. Oh wow. Very, very good. So we're on our way to walk to the temple. We just took the bus all the way up here. Osvaldo doesn't pay attention to the stops. So don't say anything. Don't say anything. So I realized that we had just missed a stop, so I still press a button and all of a sudden the driver pulled the brakes and he said something like, obviously I don't understand what he's saying. I don't think he understand what I was saying. So I literally just stood in front of the door and he opened the door and and we got off. We're walking through this area to head over to the temple and the garden. And I've seen at least like 7 coffee shops that are so aesthetically pleasing. And I'm pretty sure the coffee tastes amazing, but I can't be drinking all that coffee in one day. I found one and I think we're gonna go there until it's time for us to go to the temple because it opens at 9 and it's probably like 8:05 right now. So let's make our way over there. We started our day with coffee at Kitasan no Coffee, and I have to say, hands down, this was probably my favorite coffee shop. From there, we made our way to the Meiji Jingo, which is a Shinto shrine in Tokyo dedicated to Emperor Meiji and his wife to honor their contribution to Japan's modernization during the Meiji era. Set in a vast, tranquil forest near Harajuku, the shrine offers a peaceful escape from the bustling city. We explored the serene grounds, which includes the main shrine, a treasure house, and a lush wooded area with over 1,000 trees. Meiji Jingo is a popular site for spiritual reflection, traditional ceremonies, and New Year celebrations, embodying both historical significance and natural beauty.
Porque nosotros no hemos usado el
Sabe mejor que el de ayer.
Sí.
El de ayer tiene como más chocolate. So I think this sushi roll is salmon. Oh my god, this looks so good. This one, I think this one is good. This is very good too. This is miso soup. Full disclosure, I don't like soups. I don't eat soups. But since I'm here, I'm gonna try it. Oh. But at least I tried it. At least I tried it. The sticky rice is so good. Let me try less. I don't know what this is either. Oh, this is very good. I have no idea what I'm eating right now, guys. Let's be real. I'm here for the carbs. Salmon. After this amazing lunch, we made our way to see Godzilla's head, and we also stopped at Don Quixote to buy some treats, because if you don't go to Don Quixote, what are you doing? We also made a stop at Mr. Donut, got to try some of those, and then we made our way back to the Airbnb to get ready for the night to visit Skytree and also visit the Christmas market. Good morning and welcome to another day here in Tokyo. It is close to 11 a.m. We've actually decided to start the day later, given the fact that it was raining all morning. We're just leaving the Airbnb now and we're heading to a spot for brunch. Yesterday we weren't able to do a couple things because the tickets sold out. For example, Shibuya Sky, which we figured that out for tomorrow. So things that we're gonna do tomorrow we'll do today, and things that we're gonna do yesterday we'll do tomorrow. We're heading over to a place that I don't exactly remember the name, and it's somewhere in here. Let's go. We are at the Sensoji Temple here in Asakusa, and this temple was actually built, I believe, 645 AD, and at some point it was destroyed. I don't know if it was 1945, but it is an ancient Buddhist temple, and it is the oldest here in Tokyo. It consists of a main hall. It also has big gates, and it has a 5-story pagoda, which is actually right there. You can't probably see it, but I'll show it to you later. This is one of the things that I was most excited about when we got here to Tokyo, to learn about, you know, their culture and just see the architecture and just really learn about Japan in general. For the rest of the day, we're gonna continue exploring here, and I'm gonna see you in a little bit so that we can try some of the food that we saw earlier when we came here. We stopped to try candied strawberry and a strawberry mochi. Interesting. Very, very good. Actually, I'm gonna try this now. It's good. Shopping continues. We've been going to different stores and just seeing what they have and getting some stuff for family. Honestly, I love it here. People are so nice. Welcome to another day. It is currently 10:37 and I just made it here to White Glass Coffee. Very different to the other coffee shops that we've been to, because the tables are timed, and over here in general you can't really place an order unless you have a table. So we were hoping that we could sit inside. However, everything inside is timed and is full, so our only option is to sit outside. We just ordered coffee, and then we have to wait until 11 for us to be able to eat. So it is currently 10:37. So we placed our order. Our food won't be ready until after then. So we're just gonna sit out here with coffee and donuts until we're able to, you know, fully eat. visit to Shibuya Sky was cut short because the rooftop is closed because of weather. So there's a bunch of things that you can do at the rooftop, but we weren't able to do it because, again, weather. So for safety reasons, they closed the rooftop. We still wanted to visit because we already have the tickets and we leave tomorrow. We don't have a way to, you know, come back. Plus everything from the weekend was sold out anyways. So we just finished here and I don't know what we're gonna do the rest of the day. So let's go and figure it out together.
Today we're starting a 3-day trip and I'm here at the airport.
Subscribe. Alright friends, it's been a little while since we chatted. We just finished having a snack at 7-Eleven. Now we're heading over to the Ginza neighborhood and we're gonna do some shopping over there. Just have a fun day. It's our last night here in Tokyo. Do you still have the piece of paper? Just to have it? The piece of paper that we show you guys in the beginning of the vlog. We pretty much did everything that we had there, so we don't have anything else to really do. Entire itinerary for this week because, as you guys know, we weren't really coming here in the first place. But yeah, let's head over to the Ginza neighborhood and explore a little bit, maybe have some dinner and see what we do the rest of the day. Currently a Wagyu burger. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's okay. The food was amazing. Which one did I have? I have the Wagyu bacon burger, and that was actually very, very good. Now we're just gonna have another beer, and then we're gonna make our way to one more stop before we start saying goodbye to Tokyo. We're gonna see that together. 400 here, 400 yen, and then I have 90 here. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then I have 10 here. This one's gonna be a little juicy. That's 500. Here's my share of the beer. What did you do? We were supposed to get rid of it. Okay, so I went through all of that. Well, I guess the important part is that beer's here, so cheers. We have one last stop, which I feel like I already told you that earlier, but we're heading over to Shibuya Crossing, which honestly, every time I look at it, all I think about is that Tokyo Drift scene. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it, you know, at night, because I've seen it during the day, and we actually saw it earlier when I went to Shibuya Sky. But let's see what it looks at night, and then after that, we're definitely heading over to the Airbnb, because tomorrow we have a long day. Let's go. It is our last day here in Tokyo. I am so sad to be leaving, but so grateful to be able to experience this. We are currently waiting for the bus number 6, I believe, and we're heading over to Shibuya Station. We're gonna try to put our luggage in lockers and then go eat, walk around the area one last time, and then grab our luggage and then head over to the airport to start our journey back to the States. It is currently 10:45 a.m. Our flight tonight is at 6:20. I am so hungry and so ready for today. These are the lockers that we put our luggage. We actually fit both our carry-ons in here, and then we put both our backpacks here. And so The first thing that you have to do is actually place your bags in an empty locker, and then you'll just close it and then begin the prompts over there. You basically have to pay first. You can either use a Passmo card or you can use actual yen. After you paid, whether it's with Passmo or yen, get a receipt with a PIN to unlock your locker. Here are our bags. And then, here, hold the camera. I'll take them out.
Thank you.
Anyway, so super easy. You can find these everywhere in the city. It's probably not super easy, but anyways, this is the best way to pretty much move around the city, still leave your bags and stuff. There's also a lot of like different services and companies that would transfer your luggage, but that takes a little bit more work. So if you do have a lot of luggage and are wanting to do that instead, then what's that? But usually you can find these lockers pretty much anywhere here. You'll find it primarily next to the mall or train stations. Now it's time to head over to the airport and continue on with the adventure. Finally made it to the airport maybe about an hour or so ago. I was able to go to a lounge, sit there, relax, charge my phone, download some things on my iPad for this 14-hour flight. Even though there's in-flight entertainment on the flight, I feel like sometimes it's kind of hard to watch something you like. I said 14, but I think it's like 11.5-hour flight. I am so grateful for this week. I had such a wonderful time here in Japan. As promised, I am going to tell you how much I spent this entire week here in Tokyo. I got here Saturday, today is Friday. I saved the most on flights because I used my flight attendant benefits to come here. Altogether, round trip from Orlando to Washington to Haneda, and now I'm going to Chicago and then Chicago, Orlando. Total $258 a round trip thanks to my benefits. I don't know how much a flight to Tokyo would be, but definitely not $258 round trip. For accommodations, I spent a total between that hotel that we stayed the first night and then Airbnb, $357. This is per person. For transportation, I spent a total of $77.83. Food, shopping, souvenirs, taking cash, and all those kind of things, you know, buying desserts and stuff. Spent a total of $484. You could save a lot in miscellaneous because obviously if you don't do any shopping or if you opt for more affordable restaurants, then you're gonna spend less. If you don't want to take a cash out, then definitely that's gonna drop, but I highly suggest that you keep cash because some places will not accept credit cards. Altogether, when we add up flights, accommodations, transportation, and miscellaneous, it comes together to $1,176 with 83 cents total for a trip to Tokyo. I had a little bit more on my budget, so I'm actually very happy with that. This was such an amazing trip. I learned so much about Japanese culture and, you know, visiting the temples and gardens and just really in general, it's a great experience. There's a lot of things that I did not do, but honestly, if you want to leave the Tokyo area, you need at least 2 weeks to do all these things. I left with the mindset of I will come back one day and visit areas like Kyoto or Osaka, and I'm just very, very grateful for this job and for this opportunity. It was such a great week. A few things that I want to share with you guys because these are some unspoken Japanese rules that not everybody talks about, and I kind of learned this past week. I actually wrote them down, but let me quickly look for them because if you are coming here, I want to make sure that you know these things too. Tipping is not a common courtesy here in Japan and can even be seen as rude. So don't tip. Avoid loud conversations, especially in public transportation. Eating or drinking while walking on the street is generally considered impolite. Japanese are very respectful of queues and lines, so please follow the lines. Don't try to cut in front of them because that is not nice. They care about the environment, so you're not going to see trash cans around. So if you decide to buy something to go, you best believe they're going to hold on to that cup or bag or whatever until you get back to your your hotel or Airbnb, because you will not find a trash can anywhere. Write those down because you definitely want to look like an experienced tourist. I got my seats for my flight to Chicago, guys, so I am going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much for coming to this Tokyo adventure with me. If you enjoyed this vlog, go ahead and smash that like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and I'm going to see you next time for another adventure. Take care.